Ever feel like your money disappears before the end of the month? Let's fix that with the 50-30-20 rule, a simple way to manage your income, cover your needs, enjoy your wants, and still save for the future. Here's how it works. 50% of your income goes to your needs. Needs are rent, utilities, food, transportation, things that are non-negotiable. 30% to your wants, such as hobbies, entertainment, eating out, travel, shopping, things you can live without but make life much better. Then 20% savings. Typically, we want at least 20% of our income going into a savings account. It, you know, that's ideally how we want it to work. You can put it in a brokerage account. It's up to you. But let's go over this. I've just taken the average American income, monthly, which is $4,700 roughly. Taken like the averages of rent, utilities. I basically fit it to make it like an ideal budget. This probably isn't going to look like this for everyone. For example, rent is pretty high in the United States, so it could look more like this. And if that's the case, you actually see that your monthly savings is less than 1%. If this is the case, like the nice thing about building a budget like this is, well, maybe you can look for a smaller apartment. 2,400. It's probably like for let's say 3-bed, 2-bath, 2-bed, 1-bath if you're in the Bay Area like me. But the nice thing is there's other rentals out there. So let's say we move out, we trade off, that total cost, and we see our percentages change. Typically in the Bay Area where I live, if you have a rent that's $1,900, you're probably going to be spending a little bit more on transportation. Then if we want to try to get to our 20%, it's going to be much harder. We don't have to hit these like exactly. The whole goal of this is to basically bucket our spending and showing us where our money's going. Maybe you're willing to sacrifice on travel, and you're just like, what, I don't need it. Also, shopping, it's like food's enough for me. Additionally, maybe you're thinking that I could use less snacks, and simple stuff like that go a long way. The whole point of this is just to kind of show like how you can see your numbers, what they look like, what's going in and out. So just let's recap with what we've seen and what we spent. By tracking your spending, you can see where you're hitting these targets and make adjustments as needed. So I really hope this helps. I've linked another video here. Make sure you click it. It just talks about the basics of budgeting and how it will help. Talk to you soon.